Hey there guys, it's Metro and we're back. Back again. Last day of week 2. Tomorrow will be third reset. And apparently tomorrow is also the dungeon weekly starts for the week, so that's going to be interesting. We'll see how that goes. But I do want to get, Kai, welcome. I do want to get one more 18 at least today, so hopefully we can get that done. Didn't originally plan on streaming, but honestly just have nothing else that I'd rather do at this point. So we'll do some keys until I either don't want to do them anymore, or we'll see how it goes. How's your Christmas there? Hopefully everybody had a good couple days away. All right, let's go ahead and get some recording stuff going though. We'll get to looking for some keys. See what happens today. Just kind of just looking for that next 18. I mean, that would be a good one. This one I'm not too confident with. Good morning, Skurs Dog. Welcome. What's up, buddy? How's it going? Oh yeah, so what is it that we need? We have a great vault with 3 18s, I think. Is that why we're doing? Yeah, that's why I was worried about it. Yeah. If we can get one more key above 18, then we'll have 2 options of 405, I think it is, or 403 or something. Monjaki, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Yeah, we have one more 18 that'll fill this slot and take it to 418. That's how it goes, yeah. MK Ultra. How's it going, man? How you doing? Yeah, 418 would be 2 slots there. We're obviously not going to get... We would need 5 more, so I can't see that happening today, but... Hard to find these keys. I was kind of looking for them over the weekend, too, and I was not really finding anything, so... We'll be patient. Today is a day of relaxation and patience, so... But that is that. And then tomorrow, it's going to be a very, very good day, I think. Or... Starting tomorrow will be a very good couple days because the push week begins and I'm going to hit that really hard, hopefully. Hey man, I'm sure you get this a lot, but you've been a great inspiration to try tanking this expansion. You had a video with 28 tips and I found it to be inspiring. Keep up the great work. I'm glad that it's helped, man. I try really hard to help people get where they want to get in the game. If you have any questions or anything like that, man, just let me know. All right, buddy? I'm new in Dragonflight. How is survival right now? Do you mean survival hunter? I have not played it at all, sorry. Don't think we've seen it once either, honestly. Well, actually, there's a guy in the guild playing survival, but... Not sure, sorry. We probably need those other keys, don't we? Oh, Thor Academy. We're just gonna chill and wait. I'm just gonna chill today, guys. I'm just gonna take it slow today. It kind of pumps, but there's a lot of negative community perception. Oh, really? Is it actually better than Marksman, though? See, the problem with that whole thing is, like, it's a melee, you know? So it really has to be the top of the 3 specs to want it in a key. Now, you can certainly play it. I'm not saying anybody shouldn't play what they want, but if I was forming a group, why would I take a survival hunter over a ranged hunter? 0 interest for me, you know? Survival is a bit better on single target, but BM and Marksman are better. Yeah, okay. What it does well, BM does better. Oh, really? Okay. Good afternoon. Hey, what's up? Yes, and you're still the stream boss, too. Welcome back. New to ask, but never remember to use Lichborn. Do you use it regularly? Yeah, that's like a key CD. If you're not using that, you're leaving a lot on the table. You'd be surprised at how powerful that is now because we have the damage reduction component to it and we also have the leech component to it. It's a 15% damage reduction now. It used to be like when Shadowlands started, it was like a 3% damage reduction and everybody laughed at me for taking the conduit. But then by the end of the expansion, it went all the way up to like 12.5% or something like that. So it got pretty good. But now it's 15%, so it's like, whoa, that's like a really powerful defensive CD. No one plays survival if it's overwhelming. No one plays survival if it isn't overwhelmingly meta. Yeah, it's just not a pick that you would want in a key. Vengeance Demon Hunter is pumping right now. Just had one do 35k overall. Gotcha. What level was that? I'm swapping a Demon Hunter or Warrior. Oh yeah, from Survival Hunter. Scaly, what's up, buddy? Good luck slapping keys. Thanks, man. You too. Oh, it was only a 13. Gotcha. Yeah, sounds like he might be a little overgeared there, but. What are these guys doing? That guy's just like advertising that he's looking for a group. I hate that. Wish you could like report that, at least clear that, not necessarily report it, but that's not what this is for. If you enjoy spec and do well at it, you can usually beat a good chunk of the flavor of the month rollers. Yeah, I mean, certainly the case, but just in terms of like raw, you know, just theory behind the two specs. That's my concern with survival, and always will be my concern. It just doesn't bring anything that I want in the dungeon, you know, compared to the ranged versions. How are you mining without clicking the node? Yeah, it's a new setting. I'll show it to you. Hold on. Go to options, type in interact, and then type in or select enable interact key, and then you can bind it to a key, and it will just automatically interact to anything that's near you. Good morning, Griffin. How's it going, man? If you're a hunter in Mythic Plus, it's marksman or bust, is it? I've seen a good amount of BM hunters. That key I solo saved the Knockahood twice on that. We had a BM hunter for that. He did pretty well. Alright, let's just sign up to this, I guess, because there's not really many keys right now. Jesus fucking Christ, what did I sign up to? Why are people so weird on Reddit? Everyone complains about not being accepted to keys when they have 0 score and are playing a weird spec. There's not much of a conversation there. Just tell them, please do your own key if you're doing if you're low key, you know, if you're doing low keys especially. And that's the end of it. The game is not really filled with people who are looking to improve, and that's why I try to start this channel to help collect the people who are looking to improve. Most of those people don't actually want to get better at the game. They just want somebody else to carry them, basically. It's like, especially in that situation, like if you're talking about doing like a 3 and you're talking about not getting invited, like why would you not just do your own key? I don't understand. I logged on my Paladin this weekend just because I was kind of bored. I didn't really want to stream, but I wanted to do some WoW, and I figured, you know, let's play some Paladin a little bit. I listed my key, and like 40 fucking people signed up the second I listed it. There's like 1 million people out there doing keys now, especially lower keys. I did like 4 keys. I got it from 2 to 5. Then we did the 7, I think, from 5. I can't remember, but yeah, it was like everyone was like fucking boom, 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 boom. I listed it and it would just be like a fucking. It was like a race to see how fast people would sign up to keys. It was wild. If I had like an auto invite macro, it would have had. The tank was a little bit longer, but if I had an auto invite macro for the DPS, it would have probably been filled the second I listed it. So you can't really have any complaints about finding groups right now, honestly. I told somebody to run their own key, and the excuse was, I need my BS. Dude, that same fucking nonsense got said on my comment, on my video too the other day. That shit is like, I don't know, man. Old me would have just banned that guy, but I'm just sick of dealing with it now. Stop moving the fucking goalpost, dude. Just get better. It's not that hard, man. It really isn't. Solve your own problems. I started gearing my Prot Warrior this week as well, and so many DPS applied. Yeah, it's insane. It's like 1 million. There's like 1 million people out there. This is definitely the most I've ever seen activity key-wise. And this was on fucking Christmas, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like a day that people probably don't play as often. When I list my 19 to 20, almost no one signs up. Well, that's a little different, yeah. I don't think anybody's out there complaining that they're not getting invited to 20s, but maybe they are. Maybe there's one guy out there. Well, rares I never kill, I guess, yeah. Well, Bobby Fischer. I remember that guy. It's funny. Hey, Calivan, what's up, buddy? How do you mine while mounted? Having mastered the process of mining, you are now able to gather ore while mounted on Dragon Isles. 35 points into mining specialization. From the wise words of the Dark Soul community, get good. It's funny, right? It's actually funny how the two communities are so different. If you ever like complain about anything in the Dark Souls community, everybody just rails on you like crazy. But in the WoW community, it's like perfectly acceptable to be just like a fucking complete like zero progression coward and say that the game's wrong and not you. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? How different these communities are. I've seen a lot lately where people who do 2s are worrying about farming BIS gear. Right, that's the other confusing part about that. Farming BIS gear. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about, dude? You know the best gear comes from a 20, right? I don't understand that. You want the best gear, go to a fucking raid. Go try to clear heroic. That's way more valuable than doing 2s. I think we did an 8 yesterday. I can't remember what the paladin ended up doing, but I did 4 keys, and the last one was Ruby Light Pulls. It was hard as shit. I had no intellect trinkets and a 304 ring on still. It was an adventure as a paladin healer, but it was fun. I had fun. I was gonna tot the stream on, but I just didn't know how long I wanted to play for. Nice video yesterday with the routes. Yeah, hopefully that helps people. I thought I might take a moment to explain some of them too, so hopefully that's also useful to people. A guildie of mine complained that M0s are a weekly lockout. He wanted to spam farm pre-raid gear BIS going into the vault raid. A new player, I guess, huh? They've always been a weekly lockout. Yeah, this gear is funny to look back at that gear now, man. I remember getting a 380 piece. I'm like, oh my god, this is so good. And now I look at that exact same. This was the piece. It was the belt. I remember freaking out when I got this on stream. It was like Wednesday morning or Tuesday morning after the second reset. I got this on stream and I was freaking the fuck out. And I'm like, now I'm looking at this piece. I'm like, man, this is my worst fucking piece, dude. Why do I still have this thing? He came from Classic. Oh, yeah. I'll tell him he could probably buy his gear if he wants it. Farming herbs and mining nodes is so fun this expansion. I find myself just flying around farming. It is actually quite fun, yeah. It's like a nice little relaxing thing to do. I got lucky on my warrior. My 2 halls turned into a 5 shadow moon, which turned into an 8 academy. That is lucky. I was thinking about this. People gave me this tip last season, but way too late for me to act on it. I gotta start doing that this season, dude. I didn't really think about this, but there's a very, very, very good chance that Shadow Moon, Burial Ground, and Court remain this easy. So I gotta change my key every time. Every time we do a dungeon, we change it, and then we get Shadow Moon and double upgrade it. And then whatever it turns into, we go do that and somebody else's key and change it again. And then we got Shadow Moon 18, and then we go do that and double upgrade that. And then we go, you know what I mean? And keep changing it until we get a 20. That's like what people were doing last season, and I never even thought about doing that. That's a really good idea. The bird boss in Academy surprisingly hurts a lot. Yeah, it's a tough boss, actually. The bosses in there are pretty hard. They're probably like the 4 collectively hardest bosses, mostly weighed down by the tree boss, though. How can you change the key? You just have to upgrade a key of the same level. And then there's a guy at the end. Hell yeah, just what I need on a day off. Sweet buddy Dan, how's it going, man? Welcome. Alright, we got a full group. Fly out there. I don't think I'm going to make it with dragon riding, though, am I? Next week's going to be a good week for pushing. I think so. I can't imagine how that's not the best week. Let's take a quick look at the affixes again. We'll fly out. Take a flight path.
We safeguard the Isles.
So we have... Yeah, what did you think is the most impacted dungeon? I guess it's, again, fucking Ruby Lightful. Anyway, yeah, so next week's Sanguine, Volcanic, Fortified. So we'll see if Sanguine causes any issues. It can be a pain. The only other Volcanic week, though, is Tyrannical, Bolstering, Volcanic. So I think this has to be the push week, right? Bolstering isn't as bad as it used to be, though. I have to imagine this is the best week of the season. Some other easy weeks might be, well, yeah, honestly, Tyrannical, Spiteful is pretty easy. I don't know. What do you guys think is the easiest week? I feel like it's this one. So next week, we're probably just not going to log off. Hi. Level of DK2 at the moment because my Demon Hunter tank isn't fun anymore, I guess, yeah. What add-on gets your party to look like that? This? It's just the default, yeah. I have a custom skin for it, though, if that's what you're noticing. It's in my UI video if you want to get that. Okay, so we were there. But yeah, I think the next week is going to be the best week. Do you think we'll see more dungeon nerfs? Yeah, I'm going to make a video tonight, almost assuredly, on the nerfs, so stay tuned for that. There'll be more nerfs tonight, I would imagine. If there wasn't, it'd probably just be because of the holiday, you know? 168-hour stream. Yeah, it'd be a long one, but... At 348 eye level, I guess. The boss hit me at some point for 129k. 129k, that's a lot. Just low geared, I guess, yeah. I got 450k else, so that's the difference. I think they're closed for the holidays. Yeah, you would think so, but there was like a fucking Overwatch post yesterday. I was like, who the fuck has posted this nonsense about Overwatch on Christmas Day? I don't think the tree boss is hard enough. The small ads should put up busting. Alright, so we're just waiting on the hunter. At 348, 129k is a lot, is it? I mean, that's not even a lot for Season 4 of Shadowlands, I don't think. But how much health do you have? I thought Warrior was supposed to take no damage. What happened? Okay, let's go ahead and eat up. Flask's long gone as well. Azrite, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, let's go. This dungeon has been a problem, but see how it plays out. Oh yeah, we got some of those pots too.
Algathar Academy. I am delighted that you received our invitation. The school is a touch behind schedule.
New students. How wonderful. It has been quite some time since the academy.
Well,
I haven't done a key on my DK in a while now.
Indeed. Come with us. It should only take a moment to set up for a new...
These lashers must have grown wild while we were away. Please,
Beware.
clear them out while we realign the life magics of this place.
I'm still getting used to the warrior, so I ran out of shield block. I'm surprised your whole group didn't go with burst buff. Yeah, me too. They really should. But nobody really cares about actually surviving. They just want to do DPS. Sadly. I mean, the game is definitely encouraging you to survive right now too. I'm not really sure what more you'd have to see.
Beware. Beware.
Really can't use Icebound here. I need to have it for the boss. Vamp Blood's up. That was pretty risky, but not really in any danger, to be honest. Didn't even have to use all of our CDs. Alright, we'll use the pot on the first big overlap then.
Perfect. We are just about... Wait!
See that guy drink up and then we'll go.
There's too much life magic.
I guess it doesn't really matter. We have to wait for the boss to spawn anyway, so.
Me? That is too much nature. What are you doing?
Yeah, he drinks up without even having to try.
This is your fault.
Absolutely not.
Please,
Okay, less on the pull. Very good.
students.
People are starting to get it.
Beware.
Oh, look at the fire mage. Jeez. That's a lot of damage.
Beware.
Actually killed the entire set. Wow, holy shit.
The elements answer to me.
Alright, well that's a good thing, I think.
Beware.
Use this fucking pot thing. Yeah, they're dead. Okay, this is feeling pretty easy right now. Second wave of the standard germinates. A pot did 1,000,000 damage. Wow. Doom, what's up, buddy? Welcome. It's still going too, isn't it?
Beware.
What is this? Oh, that's just like a debuff that like lingers, I guess.
Beware. Beware. Marked by lightning.
And there goes the fight because the healer died. 2 people died of avoidable mechanics. Maybe we could survive it. That pot is busted, usually around 2 million damage. Oh, really? Mine only did 1 million when it opened. What did I do wrong? I don't know. It looks like we're gonna get away with it. Maybe not, to be honest. Come on, do damage. Demon Hunter. He's dead. Yeah, dead. 3k damage. These guys didn't die to avoidable damage. We would have easily killed that boss. Good try. Yeah, not really. You guys died to avoidable damage. I wouldn't really call that a good try. Yeah, that was the pot I used, but it only did... Well, oh, it actually did more damage after I looked at it. Yeah, 1.52. That's the story of the season right there. If you get hit by an avoidable mechanic, we lose. Okay, Algathar. Was that the shocking potion? Yeah. Shamanistic, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Alright. Druid. Hunter, Demon Hunter, Mage. Why they left, because that's how it works. Welcome. Welcome to the game. What is your least favorite dungeon? I don't have one. How do all your Death Strikes seem to heal you for 90% of your health? When I've tried out Blood DK, the Death Strike healing doesn't exceed about 20% of my health. You're not getting hit very hard then, if that's the case. I mean, just read the spell and you'll know that's incorrect, right? So you're missing... Something's either you've miscommunicated or... I'm not sure what could happen, but... I don't even think that's physically possible for that to happen. I swear I've seen the name Toucan Sam. Yeah, it was from a commercial campaign for some cereal a long time ago. Cassie Harris, welcome. First time catching you live, been a viewer for a while. That's awesome, welcome. How are you? Fruit Loops, yeah, that was it. Alright, knockout at 18, let's do that. Metro's taking a lot of damage at this level, yep. It's usually to spam when you wipe on the tree boss, yep. What else? What's your thoughts about Bear Tank? I don't have any thoughts currently, sorry. Currently cold, but wearing a hoodie to warm up. Yeah, it's cold, huh? It's been cold here too. It was really, it was like 0 and negative overnight the one night here. The timer is pretty lenient in Academy. Yep, I said that in the video yesterday. Like, all these people who are leaving after one wipe are really just proving how little they actually care about succeeding. Because we could easily go do the rest of the dungeon and come back with Lost and we'd still upgrade the key. Thanks for sub, Russian guy. I think that's like not even a controversial statement. I think that's very easy to say that. What's your strategy on the bird in Academy? Nothing really. I don't know. What should it? What do you think it should be? I don't know. You mean like how does the group generally handling the boss? Oh, sweet. This is awesome. I love when this happens. My favorite. Now we get to sit here and try to reconnect for the next 5 minutes. I did an 18 Academy earlier, and surprisingly, we only wiped once, and it was to the bird. Wow, you wiped to the bird. That's interesting. Everybody's ready for the tree, but the bird catches you by surprise. Oh, mainly do you wait until a certain amount of stacks? Yeah, I think that... Oh, okay, it worked first time. I think, yeah, it's like 3 stacks as you're going, Not really sure if there's like any other strategies that are out there, but hey Alex, what's up buddy? Welcome. Welcome. Our keys are harder than Shadowlands. Yeah, just like numerically, like kind of like factually, yes they are, but to be honest, like how it's playing out, they don't really feel any harder. Our characters are so buffed compared to where they were a good portion of Shadowlands, it doesn't really feel like they're actually harder. Like I'm way more powerful than I was at most of Shadowlands on this character now. I have seen some clear at 4 with strong defensives. Yeah, you could probably go. I don't like. Do you get a second set of them? I've never seen it, so I don't actually know. Is there only the one set, and then you just have to try to kill boss, or what? Veerheart, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Lucky, I got stuck on the screen for ages last night. Hopefully they is it still happening? Because like yeah, that happened to me the other night, and it's just really frustrating. Yeah, you can only clear twice in total. That's very interesting. I didn't realize that. So that really is a strange fight then, if that's the case. Alright, let's just... Yeah, we probably don't even need a healer for this one. I think it's probably fine. This one doesn't really have any hard bosses or anything that is going to be hard to heal. Okay, he's a healer now. Well, I guess that's fine too. The logic is on high tyrannical keys. He's going to get to 4 at some point. Better near the start than at the end. Yeah, I think honestly if you can like delay that first one like a minute or something like that so CDs come back up or something like that, that would be ideal maybe, you know? And then you pop all CDs on the first one and then just clear at the end when things are kind of getting dangerous. I don't know. I don't know how long it would take for there to be 4. Is that close to a minute or what? Like, I don't really know. What's your favorite dungeon? I try not to have a favorite because you got to do them all. Got to do them all.
Do what must be done to prepare them. Our combined forces will meet outside Nokudun Hold. I will await you there. Time grows short. Ride the winds of Onara's fury to reach them quickly.
Very nice answer, sweet. Alright, this guy coming. His potion's ticking down. You cleared the raid on Heroic yet? Not even close now. Oh, you have Tricks in your group. Twix. What's that? He's in Growl's main group. Oh, interesting. If it's the same guy, very good Shadow Priest. Sweet. Arcturian, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Alright, let's see what happens here.
You're here.
Just need this 18, then we'll have 4 for the week, and I'll be pretty satisfied.
When the winds are still, I will suspect the worst. The Tirai, Shikar, and Onir clans.
Can't really even like meta here, right? Like, what's the point?
Defeat Balakar Khan.
Can't even really do it.
Clan Nokud has
Have they
used
fixed the
Yara's
southern
song
approach to the last
to conjure
boss?
an avatar of the
I don't think so.
storm. Blasphemy. The storm must be
Gonna find out. I did it last night, so no, they definitely didn't fix it yesterday.
Their primalist allies have placed totems that protect this raging tempest. The elements answer to me!
Tyran Raging Storming sounds fairly easy. Oh yeah.
Truly a blasphemous idol. Continue your work.
Where's some ads at? They're a pain in the ass, huh? If you don't get them that first time around. Hey, Sion, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? How you doing? Welcome.
Marked by lightning.
Doing some keys? Doing okay. Sweet. Hey, Sion, what's up? I would need all these people with names that start with Psy to rename. Yeah, actually, I have to say the same thing, to be honest. Cyan, sorry, buddy, you're gonna have to try a new one.
The primalist's power weakens.
Why does nobody pick those up? I don't understand. Is there a reason nobody ever picks these buffs up? Morning, what's up, buddy? Cyber warfare, yeah. Do you prefer healing or DPS in Mythic Plus? I would never DPS. Healing's fun at times, but I like tanking the most. Seismical's gonna be in shambles. Yeah, he's gonna be upset. Whoops, wrong mount yet again. I can't get out of this habit, honestly.
The elements answer to me.
Why would you never DPS? Not fun.
Quickly.
Too boring. Not enough to do when you're playing a DPS compared to tanking and healing. Which of those lightning balls, they give you the same buff they give on the boss. Should be 10% damage and healing, right? People just constantly ignore them, like if they're just not doing anything. I don't know why. Once you've healed or tanked, it's hard to go back to DPS, yeah. Is it 5% on the trash? Okay. I think it's 5%. Yeah, people ignore it, yeah. Yeah, it's 5, you're right, yep. I'll take it, no problem. Mythic Plus, you just follow tank and get handheld. No one's kicking Tempest? Yeah, I'm trying to grip it.
Now take down the avatar of the storm.
Wiping here is kind of weird.
Marked by lightning.
Oh, he has kick. Yep. Silence. You're good. DPS job to kick since it's like boring. Gotcha. All right. This guy's some mana, maybe, huh? Yep.
5,
Did you ever find out why you were kicked from your Ruby life pools? No.
1.
Like I said, it had to be some macro or script on that guy's. Unless it was like a Blizzard issue, which I guess a lot of people think it was.
Beware.
Did Cameron finally get dethroned? We agreed a while ago to just lower the stream boss thing, so it's not always like impossible. Pugs have been so toxic this week. Oh yeah. I actually had a really good week. I felt like it was a really good week. Surprisingly, I thought it was gonna be a terrible week. People still don't know to dispel the boss. Oh really? We got 3 people who can do it in this group, so I hope you're not talking about this group. Just gonna let that one go right by, no problem. Especially after how hard 4 to 5 bosses were this week. This week, yeah, I was actually really shocked at how easy this week was. Didn't expect it. Why are we letting these go? I don't understand. This guy's standing over there and he's not collecting them. 80k on the Shadow Priest, yeah. Apparently he's a really good player. But he's not collecting the orbs, so that's not helping. I guess it goes to show what 1 week extra of just knowing how the boss's work does. Yeah, I mean, obviously a power creep of experience is a big thing too. Pump, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? Welcome. One key, I had a monk who was every fight, only averaging 16k HPS. Then I looked at his numbers and he had 60% overhealing. Oh wow. That class's skill ceiling is incredibly high. I'm cool with them being powerful. Shadow Priest, you mean? I mean, we had guys doing like up to 100k on this boss. This boss gives you if you're really diligent about it, it gives you like 100% damage buff for the whole fight, right? Now we've like moved sides for some reason. But it's very easily dead. Good. That was no problem at all. Healer did a good job. Can we take these to the next boss? In case anyone's curious how brand new Tank's journey is going, just timed my first 12. Sweet man. Keep it up.
I can spare no hunters for the Kanamatra now. The proto-dragon Granite was nearly in our grasp when Galakar's warriors ambushed us. We must retake our weapons of war and drive the Noku back.
Interesting use of whelp.
Granite's blood
Hi, what is pugging? It stands for pickup group, meaning like we have no real association with anybody. We just get together and do the key and that's it. It means playing basketball at the local court with random citizens. Right, that was first place I heard it too, pugging pickup group. I thought it was, well, I thought that it's called group finder. Why is it called pugging? Pug is pickup group. That's what it means. Not sure why people call it that, but that's what they call it. So welcome. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so why I call pickup groups from WoW call it group finder. You're not, those are not the same thing. I don't know what you're talking about. The group finder is a tool you use to find pickup groups. It's completely different. I have no idea what you're even asking, honestly. I think this dungeon is one of my least favorites. The Mortal Strike in this dungeon doesn't help. Oh yeah, they nerfed the hell out of it. Yeah, well, noob stream. Sorry, bye. Good. Okay, cool. See you later. Thanks for not wasting my time any further. What is wrong with people? They're just like 3-year-olds, honestly. Really young, you know. This dungeon is so hard you can't get past the second boss. Do that boss first. Tip number 1 I can get for you. The pugging life is too hard. I can't handle it anymore. Sorry to hear that, man. Hope you feel better about it. Always, yeah, you can always just get a group, you know. Wait, you can do that boss first? Yeah, you can do any of the bosses first, of course. We've been doing it first every single key we've done this season, and I think it really helps. Because if you are going to fail, then at least you don't waste 20 minutes in the dungeon before you do it. My second boss in this dungeon is rough. Yeah, that's definitely make it that the first boss. I like how we use zeros to censor the word noob. I think right now the dungeons I'm struggling most to time are halls and AV. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm pulling as quick as I can, yet we still go barely over time. Really, you're not upgrading keys. I've not had any key that was like not an upgrade, honestly. Usually like the timer is the easiest part right now. As we go higher, I think Tira and Marok are going to be way harder. Yes, they definitely will be. I got to make a video on that at some point because I don't think a lot of tanks realize how difficult that fight is going to get. I saw a lot of tanks just kind of fuck around on that fight, and they're fine with it, but it's not going to stay that way for long. Random shots doing like 50%. Yeah, and that's mostly because people aren't tanking it right. What size is this? Size? What? You mean what level? It's on the screen. You can see 18. What size is it? Extra large. Medium, as they say. Gonna grab some food. All right, be safe. We'll see you soon. AV is a tight timer, even when things go well, but unless you wipe, no key should fail. Yeah, even that dungeon, I think it's actually quite loose. Last week I would have said it's tight, but this week it seems fine. We keep getting to the last boss with like 10 minutes left, and that's plenty of time. Okay, here we go. I think Halls is quite tight. Oh, really? I haven't found Halls tight at all. That dungeon is pretty easy. Yeah, the problem is everybody keeps fucking dying in that Tertia. It gets tight when you have to solo it. When you spend 9 minutes on the boss, it gets pretty tight, yeah. Do you pull those archers before the wolf boss, or do you skip? I made a video on my routes yesterday if you want to take a look at that.
But that specific question, no, I don't pull archers. I don't archers. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but no, just wolves and the yaks or whatever. Halls is tight if you only pull one pack at a time. Yeah, there's lots of good places you can double pull now this week, especially. Metro, I've seen you raid lots with guild, but always pugging Mythic Plus. Are guildmates not Mythic Plus grinders? Yeah, that's correct, yeah. Like, the highest key in the guild is, like, probably, like, 6 lower than what I'm doing right now. Alls doesn't really have much punishing trash. It can be dangerous at times, but there's a lot of avoidable things on all the trash, so it's not as bad as it could be. I love people who join a Pug 16 to learn how to do a boss for the first time. That's how it's been this week for me. Oh, how do you know that? Are they admitting it? I mean, it's only the second week of the season, so I guess you shouldn't really be surprised by that, but... Anyone else refuse to pug with a shaman healer? No, not me. I'd love to see one. We saw one earlier in the week and he did really well. On Fenrir, you need to stack in for the AoE. Gotcha. Only class I refuse to pug with is Boomy. Yeah, the only one I refuse to pug with is another Blood Death Knight. Like, one's enough, I think. All these wannabe second Blood DKs. Fucking up my mojo. But it's the best healer in Mythic Plus. Yeah, you don't need 2 healers, that's the problem. That's not true. I've seen you do 5 tank runs. Yeah, ever since then, I won't ever go back. I'm not even in a guild, and I'm having a good time. Sweet man. I had a priest healer this week that was always between pulls because he would heal us up with 7 to 8 stacks of busting instead of mass dispelling. Ha! That's kind of funny, actually.
Clan Ukel has allied with Clan Nokud. Today, they will regret that alliance. They have desecrated the graves of our first ancestors, Tira and Maruk. Destroy these grave robbers and return our ancestors to their rest before they are forced to fight in Balakas.
Metro, what do you think is the best healer for Mythic Plus? For Mythic Plus?
Blood
Death Knight. Thanks a lot for becoming a vampiric blood tier. Very, very nice of you. Thanks a lot, man. Thank you all for the support, guys, so much. I really needed it this week, honestly. Dangerous pull. Monday Gaming. Hey, Condor, what's up? You're welcome. We want to hear the line. Well, you got it. You got it. Give them what they ask for, as they say. That priest pumps. I wonder what his overall is. It's gonna be high, yeah. Shadow finally pumping. Yeah, they're good, man. I'll tell you, I've seen a lot of good Shadow Priest numbers, to be honest. Usually they historically had trouble early in expansions, especially 5-man type situations. Shadow do well in dungeons. They just sadly seem to struggle in raid. Oh, really? They're also hard counter busting, which is great. Yeah, that's true too, yeah. You're right about this. How much time do you need going into the last area on halls? I'm not sure, honestly.
answer to me.
This area feels a lot better with the reduced duration of the Mortal Strike. Yeah, well, it's also not fortified anymore. That helps. Not fortified raging. That's definitely a big factor. Shadow Priest is currently the 3rd worst damage dealer for raids. Really? That's surprising. Elemental boss is still a mess. Yeah, it's a good mess though. You gotta play for it, play it smart, and that's you get that boss done, you're dead. I remember. Thanks a lot, guys. Best healer in the game, Blood Death Knight. Yes, yes, yes. It'll happen eventually, I guess. Seems to be a delay nowadays. He's the top ranked priest in NA. Yeah.
Metro, what do you think is the best healer for Mythic Plus?
For Mythic Plus,
Blood
Death Knight. Thanks a lot. Another member, Umbilicus tier this time. Very generous. Thanks for all the support, guys. I really, I really needed it these last few days, man. I really appreciate it. Been tough. Things have been tough. All right, where the fuck are we? We're kind of all turned around here.
Eagles will feast on your flesh.
Did you have a nice Christmas? No. Just not talk about it, honestly. Will you time this? Yes. Tell them, yeah, well, GG, guys. I don't know if he was like, I guess he was just like congratulating us for killing it. I didn't really understand why that got said. Did 80k HPS today on Guardian Druid, so maybe shout for 2nd best. Yeah, I guess they can heal a lot of the group too, huh? I tried 1 Ruby life pools over 2 days ago. We could not kill the 2nd boss because it kept sending our paladin tank to the Shadowlands with those molten blows. Oh yeah, it's tough. That fight's annoying. The problem is when it lines up where the ads Inferno's cast. Yeah, that's a big issue.
This is what is. You shall pay for this blasphemy with your lives.
Marked by lightning.
I've had moments where my DPS are making requests in lingo I don't understand. And Evoker was saying, stones before boss, please. I was like, what? Oh yeah, Hellstones, of course, yeah. Yeah, that's not one that I would expect people to not understand, but... Also, I had a Demon Hunter trolling, I think. Okay, we really gotta pay attention in this fight. He was always under tank and DPS, but had really good gear again. Shit. Lemons, yeah, do you remember the lemons? That was funny. I feel like this is your most successful start into a season. I got a really good start, and it's really, like, I've carried it since, pretty much. And Blood DK, this is definitely the strongest Blood DK has ever been to start any season as well. Imagine this boss with storming. Yeah, there's gonna be some difficult combos still.
Marked by lightning.
So that's on this fight. If the lemons he is eating looks like that, he needs to see a doctor. Yeah, he's in trouble. You know you can actually stack on this fight and the tornadoes just miss everyone? Oh no, I didn't know that. A good tip there. That would have to be the group that does that, though. I can't help much with that. But DK better than Prot Warrior? I haven't played it, so I don't know. Doesn't seem like it would be that way from the stats that are put out, but it's, again, I always struggle to... If Blood DK is this powerful, then Prot Warrior is actually better. It's crazy. It must be insane.
The elements answer to me.
Baxy's a big fan of the Prot Warriors. Oh man, I'm getting all kinds of fucked up here. This is really bad. I'm in serious danger right now. Okay, good. He did that shit first. Come over here, please, boss. Oh. But DK just lacks utility. Lacks utility, what? You meant to say Prot Warrior, I guess. Yeah. Wait, what's going on? I thought he was jumping. Oh, there we go. Blood DK seems to be pretty equal to Prot Warrior. If you look at the top tanks, 3 of 6 is Blood. Gotcha. Best tank is the one you're the most comfortable on? No, that's not what we're talking about currently, though. Talking about just in theory what the best tank is. I was about to say, every time I'm tanking on Vengeance, I think my grip would be really nice now. Yeah, that's the thing. It's really hard for me to play without grip. Yeah, no changes here, it seems. What's the highest key you've completed? We did in 19, yeah. I think they will change the skip. It's a little too easy. Yeah, I agree. I think they'll just make mobs here. That would be one of the things they would definitely do if there was going to be a season 2 of this dungeon, but it's seemingly probably not going to happen. Maybe in season 3 there'll be another version of it. I think Warrior is just being played more because of community perception and the fact that we did 2 seasons of Blood DK. Oh, you think that? You think you can get a 20 done before reset? No, probably not. I wouldn't even consider, like, that's not my goal. That's not good. Warrior is also fast-paced and fun. Oh, is it really? See, I found it the opposite, but that was probably just the way I was playing it was different than everyone else. Blood DK, very fast-paced. One wrong global and you could get killed from it. So maybe not as fast-paced as some specs, but it's like really high octane because a single mistake can get you killed down the road. Alright. Pallies are fun, I agree, yep. The Death Strike crunch is a hit. What's that mean? This fight is going to be really difficult, I think. I tried to run Ruby 19 today, invited to 4 stagger Russians, and they left after the first poll. Should make a video on that. Sounds familiar? Just need a Death Strike for every mechanic. Hey man, hey Guitar, what's up buddy, welcome. Russians trying to invade WoW? Maybe. They've already invaded it. Notorious cheaters in the PvP scene, apparently. 1 Russian per group is the limit. Yeah. I feel like this boss starts once the ads come, pretty much. Yeah, it's like a big intermission phase, effectively. We don't have very good interrupts, so we're about to probably wipe her, I think. Everybody used their interrupts already. There's fucking lightning on the ground as well. Alright, we got through it, but everybody's low. Oh, that's Arcane Mage who's low mana. I keep saying somebody low mana. I'm like, oh boy, that's not good. And that's the first one. Time to 17, so I'm pretty happy with that. 3-man. Keep it up. What, I just get hit by one of those ground things? Or is that his tank mechanic? I didn't see it. Finns and Swedes dominated raid for a long time. Yeah, I remember. What was that guild that was only Swede or only Finnish people? I always thought that was weird. I was like, is there really enough people who play WoW in the one country to only play in the one language? Paragon, that was it, yeah. Do those guys still play, or do they all just like quit, or what? Who even know those guys? Thanks for sub, Hasbjorn. Hopefully that's how you say that. You guys are actually not even hard for some reason. I think a few of them still play. Gotcha. My friend raids with a few of the Paragon guys. Oh, that's cool. It was funny because they were like the guild, right? Like before Method and all this shit. How about hearing impaired guilds? Yeah, that's impressive, right? That goes to show you just what you can do in this life, man. People like me who are fucking fully capable, you know, can't really complain. I'm not good enough, blah, blah, blah. No. Go watch those guys play. You'll never feel that way again. Does Australia have any big guilds anymore? I don't think so, yeah. They don't even have like big UFC fighters really anymore. I thought it was time to sub after having watched many of your streams. Well, thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. Alright, well that was easy. Change my key. At 11 points for that.
Balakar's weapon will be broken.
Let's add that to the list.
He will not honor with the
Hood 18, right? Really good healer and Shadow Priest. Oh yeah, 90k overall. Yeah, 89, that's pretty good. What was the other guys? 60, holy shit, yeah. That makes it easy. Okay, anyway, 18, upgrade. Druid, yeah. Do you think they need more nerfs? What do you think about the dungeon tuning? It's Twix, he's like the Shadow Priest guy, nice. #1 ranked fighter in the UFC is Australian. Anyway, yeah, that's a good player, yeah, for sure. But what do I think about dungeon tuning? Yeah, I think there's going to be more tonight, for sure. We'll see what they do. Even if it doesn't need it, there'll probably be more tuning. When I look at my guildies pushing 29k and thinking they deserve to do more than 11s, asking to do my key. Sure, fuck it, let's do it. Probably both, yeah, nerfs and buffs. I looked Mass Grip before, and I know we have slappy hands, but is there any way to get Mass Grip 2 without giving up a lot? Yeah, you can take it. If I was to take it, I'd probably drop 1 Shattering Bone. Which would be a huge DPS loss, but... Hey, Yukimura, welcome. Engineering has a Mass Grip now, does it? Gotta imagine buffs to Shadow Moon? Yeah, who knows? Oh, right, yeah. Running any lower keys on another character today? Nah, that's just gonna be this. Your Mythic Plus score now is 2389, so... If we upgrade this, it will be 2400, I think. Do you get moaned at for being as slow as a Death Knight? No, I'm not slow. I'm usually way ahead of the group. The thing about being slow is you're assuming everybody's starting their movement at the same time, right? But as a tank, that's not what you should be doing. As a tank, you should be going out ahead of the group, so you're the one meeting the pack first. If you're letting everybody beat you to the pack, then yeah, you're fucked. But I usually like get to the pack. The other people aren't even in range of me when I get there. The fact that I didn't get to play on my hunter in week 1. I'm struggling to get into keys because I just can't get rings to save my life, and I'm still doing 9s and 10s with doing almost double the damage. It's not fun, yeah. Oh, you can just do your own key and push it up. The timer needs to be lowered in Shadow Moon by 5 minutes. Yeah, maybe that's gonna happen, we'll see. Oh, you looking for a group or what are you doing? Oh wait, I didn't even realize. There's no rings this expansion. Oh no. Is it the mages? I think it's the mages. It's the mages. Will we see more changes tonight? Yeah, I definitely think so. I feel like the bosses in Shadow Moon Burial Ground are just a bit dated. Yeah, that's why I don't think they're really going to be able to nerf it much, to be honest. But if they lower the time, score will retroactively go down. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen there, yeah. As a paladin, I'm sometimes jealous of how mobile DKs are. Paladins have the same thing. All you need is one good healing or mobility spell. Most of the mechanics in Shadow Moon is just dodging. Yep. Don't worry, you'll get to 15s and just die to unavoidable damages, marksman. They're squishy, right? Is that what you're... That's what you're trying to say, isn't it? You think it's the same difficulty from a 21 in Shadowlands? She's season 3. I have no idea. I'm glad they're adding more movement options with edit mode. Yeah, well, they need to. Some of those things are not really acceptable. I don't know why they would even... Kind of weird. Not sure how they launched the UI without being able to move the fucking bar. Like, what? The rep bar. That's kind of not really okay. I really did want to do some cool things with the UI, but because that bar is stuck down there, I couldn't really do it. Didn't think you could move the bag bars either. Yeah, that too, yeah. They're allowing that and the micro bar in 10.0.5, yep. I really, my main thing that I would like to see them do is make it so you could hide every UI element as well. As part of the native thing. I don't know why that's also not a feature, but... Thanks for the sub. A bunch of letters and numbers. Welcome. How you doing? Jade Turpent Simple? Yeah, it's actually easy. I think it's probably one of the... This is one of the easier keys right now. Hey, how's it going, buddy? I never know how to say that. Joao? I'm not sure how to say the first name. But anyway, what's up, buddy? Welcome. How's it going, man? Should sub Jerbear as well. Hey, that name sounds familiar. Jerbear. Not a lot of warlocks out there, I guess. You didn't invite a warlock? Ragnaros healer? Oh god, man, why would you do that? Hey, yeah, what's up, buddy? Yes, I decided to stream today. Back at it today, trying to get that last 18 we needed, and we already did that, so we'll see how much longer we go. I'm not really, just wanted to get on and get back in the swing, because tomorrow and the rest of the week we're going to go really, really hard. Does NA have a Dunmoreau server? You mean like a server named Dunmoreau? Maybe, I don't know. Not sure. Georgian, what's up, buddy? Thanks, man. $10 very generous. What the fuck is going on here? The fuck, people are just like AoEing these guys down, I guess. Back with food. How's stream? So far, so good. What'd you get for food? Anything good?
Stay pumping them keys. Best of luck.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate all the support, guys. You guys are really generous, man. When I needed it the most, you guys came through, man. I have to say, it's awesome. Your group is daunting. What does that mean? I have a brie and bacon roll and some breaded cheese balls. Okay, that's very artsy, very, very flavorful. That's an interesting point that guy makes. I forgot that that was a thing. We used to do that all the time in Mop. Stack directly up. Makes it a lot easier, but we don't really need to do that. Christmas leftovers? Yeah, I feel you. Makes sense. Let's see, any Wowhead news today? Nope. Edit mode updates. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. New Draenei and Tauren rogue trainers coming in 10.0.5. What do you need trainers for? I'm expecting some boss tuning. Yeah, tonight we'll make a video, I'd imagine. Last week it was at like 10 o'clock at night, so yeah, stay tuned, I guess. Shadow Priests are doing insane right now. Gotcha. Yeah, that last guy was just like apparently one of the best players in the world or something, so that makes it easier, I suppose. Thanks for the route vids, man. Yeah, my pleasure. Hope it helps, man. If you guys have any questions about any of that stuff, let me know. Hey, everyone is ready. Is there an achievement for getting 2.4K, by the way? $2.5K is the achievement? Gotcha.
5,
Range start.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, let's see what happens here. I definitely think with the changes to 20, there should be one step higher than Keystone Master. Yeah, there is. It's called Keystone Hero. Whatever all 20s in time is. Not sure if it has any actual reward right now, though. In Season 3, or Season 3 and 4, it was... I don't actually remember. I know you get the portals, but there was also the conduits. How do you deal with Storm Slam? What is Storm Slam? I have no idea, sorry. There's a step higher than Keystone Master, yep. Sorry from last boss and Ruby like pulls. Oh, that just you're talking about, yeah, Storm Strike or whatever. That just needs to be dispelled from the healer. You could AMS it too to prevent one of the stacks, but Storm Slam leaves a debuff your healer has to dispel. Is that actually the name of it? Storm Slam? I didn't realize that. But yeah, either way, it's just dispelled, yeah. I thought I was doing something wrong. Yeah, no. Just gotta dispel it. Alright, you can line of sight the Tainted Ripple. Yep. Yeah, I guess we should try to do it more, but it's hard to get that pack over. I guess we can do it down here, maybe. Didn't think it would be that big of a deal, but I guess it is a 19. Alright, Mage doesn't interrupt. I have an idea for a 3k points achievement that rewards Mount and would be called Keystone Professor. Nice.
Marked by lightning.
I don't think there'll ever be a second Mount, but maybe. Hey Gary, what's up buddy? How's it going, man? Welcome. Keystone Turbo Wizard. Keystone, what's the hardcore power gamer, yeah.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You dare to disturb these waters? You will drown.
Gary as well, man. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate all the support, guys. Really do, have to say. Very nice. You're all very generous these last few days.
Metro, what do you think is the best healer for Mythic Plus? Blood Death Knight.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, man. Very generous. Umbilicus tier as well. It's very nice. I think after the Rogue does all 20s, you should be able to lockpick the Keystone Altars to start any key. That would be a little bit overpowered, but yeah. I watch enough, so it's worth it. Well, I appreciate that, man. That was nice of you to say that, too. Alright. This is a pretty hard boss. I can see why we'd have trouble with it. George shared as well, man. Thanks.
You dare to disturb these waters, you will drown.
People died of frontals? Yep. Hey man, question. What is the add-on of the timer? Angry Keystones. Thanks a lot, George Jarrett. What's up, buddy? How's it going, man? Welcome. Wish DPS would stop placing those black swirlies in the path. Oh, yeah, they have to not do that. Why? Who's doing that? Cody's World, thanks for sub.
The elements answer to me! The war is fine.
Beware.
I try to answer any and all questions, Nick, so if you have any others, let me know. That mage started speaking Jobberish. Jobberish, yeah. Hey Metro, CJS, what's up, buddy? Watching you got me playing Blood DK, having a blast. That's awesome, man. Hope you have fun with it. It's definitely the most fun I think it's ever been right now.
The elements answer to me!
Top 3 add-ons you need to have. Well, the number one is definitely going to be Weak Core. Is that add-on? Obviously, you can't really play the game without, sadly, right now. But it's not like an individual Weak Core that is that needed. So besides that, the one thing that I would say that's specifically the most needed would be Plater. Plater is doing so much work for me. I don't know how many people could even really tell, but if I didn't have Plater, I wouldn't. I'd be so much worse at this game. It'd be crazy. It does, like, it's basically like a boss mods with a nameplate add-on mixed in. I'm going to be building my own gaming PC soon with a 3060 graphics card. Oh, okay. Well, good luck, man. Sounds fun.
The elements answer to me!
Hopefully coming back to WoW. That's awesome, man. Now's the time. For sure, it's the best I think this season's ever started. It's sad to have add-ons gatekeeping. That's not what they're doing now. They're helping only. They're only helping. I can't find healers this week. Oh no. I'm still amazed how people manage to die in this boss. Yeah, that's what it's kind of strange. This one's really easy. Learning to tank as Protodin. I have a very hard time in Algathar. Getcha. Yeah, it's just hard. It's, I don't know. I don't have any tips. Sorry. If you have specific questions, let me know. What eye level does the monk have? Not sure. Sorry, I don't know. You can look him up on Raider.io if you want to see it, but I don't know. You started late. You wish I got it sooner? Yeah. Yeah, that's all the success I'm having right now is due to me, like, really jumping hard in that first 3 or 4 days. If I didn't, there was like that one group that we got really big keys with that first like 2 days, and it was like, that was huge. That was so big. That set us up for the rest of the season. I've ran around 15 keys this week, literally no drops. I have a 350 item level belt on Evoker. Gotcha. Maybe because I'm behind? Yeah, that's definitely a big part of it. Being behind in this game is not good. Like next season, definitely hit it as hard as you can day one. And you'll see how much easier it is.
The elements answer to me.
I was doing other things week 1, and now I can't get into any decent keys. Well, yeah, definitely just do your own key at that point. Build it up and you'll be good. I got hit by that. Does this do damage? Oh, it does. Yeah, it does a lot of damage.
Into these waters, and my reflection is empty waters. Claim me.
Alright, that's it for that one. Mage, Monk, Warlock. Mythic Plus is a marathon, though, not a sprint. It's a sprint at the start, and then it turns into a marathon like 4 or 5 weeks in, yeah. It depends on what your goals are for Mythic Plus, obviously. I had a lot of disbands on Algathar this week. Yeah, it's definitely probably their highest disbanded. Let's see if we have any stats. First of all, mutual disband after 2 wipes to first boss. You timed an 18 Nakahood? Yeah, just now, yeah. Let's take a look at the stats here. So right now our highest disband rate is Ruby Life Pools. I guess that's not surprising. Algathar is 43%, and Azure Span is the exact same. It's interesting. Or Azure Span. Azure Vault. Shadow Moon, Burial Ground, and Court of Stars we still not had disbanded. Nice spreadsheet. Thanks, man. Yeah. We're trying to get all that data collected. Ruby Life Pools with the 85% deplete. Yeah. It's definitely a pain in the ass still. I did it the other day and I'm just like, it's just, everything just hits way too hard in there compared to the other dungeons. Azure Vault is hard to time. Has been for me. People can't dodge orbs. Oh, really? Yeah, it's one of the tighter timers, but I don't think it's very hard. I love Ruby for some reason. Oh, really? That's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's probably a good dungeon if it was tuned better. I think it's nice. Some pug groups can't even destroy the tree in Azure Vault boss. Oh, really? What add-on called... What's that add-on called that shows their Raider IO on queue? It's called Dungeon, Rio, and Class. It's a weak aura. It's in my UI video if you need a link to it. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at it because I haven't updated in a very long time. I'm sure there's a new update or something at some point. Jade Serpent has the highest disband so far for you. Gotcha. Metro, when you thinking you'll hit 2,500? Oh, next week, 100%. Thanks for sub midnight. Yeah, it hasn't been updated in a long time, it looks like. .0.5, so I guess that's it for this one, huh? It still seems to work, I don't know. Nothing has really changed with it, I guess. Usually people don't know they have to destroy the crystal trees with the boss. Really? That's not good. That's like the only mechanic on the fight. Cleanse the bleed. What's the bleed? I didn't even know there was a bleed. What's the highest key you've done this week? 19, yeah. We'll see a 20, I can't imagine, but next week 100% we're going to do probably, hopefully all 20s, 8 keys. We'll see Ruby life pulls. Hopefully I'll get even more nerfs, but maybe maybe not. After healer add, gotta go in the circle to cleanse it. Oh, you're thinking of the other tree. We're talking about Azure Vault right now. What's the highest academy key? You can take a look on the spreadsheet if you want to see it. Yeah, there are 2 trees. Yeah, a couple trees out there this season. Have you been doing the new raid? Yeah, we raided twice already. It's been fun. I'll tell you, the bosses are really unique. I really like that Diurna fight. That's probably gonna be maybe one of my favorite fights ever, if not like my actual favorite fight ever. It's got like a little bit of nostalgia to it. I quite like that. Feels like you're doing Razor Gore again, you know? It's probably the only fight I've ever done that doesn't have a tank swap as well. Watching people do Academy on high keys for tree boss, everyone takes a 10% healing taken buff. Yeah, okay, that's a good one. I mean, I would take versatility myself, but yeah, I think that's a good one too. And then yeah, you could swap right after it. It's quite nice. Pugs always die in court too because they don't jump. Oh yeah. I don't think that has anything to do with pugging, unfortunately. Sounds like you're just playing with like straight up noobs, people who don't know any of the fights. Last pull where the final boss in, yeah, that's really probably one of the hardest pulls in the entire game. Yeah, that pull was like talking shit to me the other day. I really showed it who's boss this week. Kind of wild. Solve that problem. This is that same priest from the last group. Not very good player, to be honest. Got hit by the avoidables twice. Ragnarok's healer does not excite me and never will, I don't think. Certainly not Ragnarok's holy priest, but we're just along for the ride today, just kind of getting back into swing. Getting ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be the big day. Looks like servers will come up nice and early as well. On EU, Kazakh is the danger realm. Oh yeah. Which dungeon do you think Sanguine will cause the most issues? Yeah, now that might be the wild card for next week. So I'm definitely thinking Jade Temple is going to be much, much worse with Sanguine. Oh, there's Hemet. Definitely Jade Temple's gonna be bad. I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe Algathar? Azure Vault? Stop trying to get the quest.
I hope you like to hunt. Hey, be safe out there.
Imagine Triads put Sanguine when they died. Luckily, yeah, boss ads don't do that. That would be crazy. You think Shadow Moon's gonna have? I don't think Shadow Moon's gonna have any problems. That dungeon's like really wide. Is it the Druid rework tomorrow? Oh, no, that's the patch. Yeah, that won't be for a while probably. I think they said that'll be like next year for sure. Do you generally have a good sense of direction IRL? Because I don't, and I get lost as a tank in dungeons. No, I don't think I do, to be honest. I don't really travel anywhere in real life though, so I can't really tell you. That's a cool quest add-on. Yeah, it's called Immersion. I love it. Can a fresh 60 experienced tank do a 10 Shadow Moons? You have to be 70 if that's what you meant, but yeah, I think you can, honestly. That dungeon's just absurdly easy. Oh, look at this. The great outdoors, what a way to spend your days. A wind on the face and sun at your back. That being said, I don't miss the heat of Stranglethorn for a minute, or the winds of Nagrand. This breezy climate makes my old bones sing. What a great expansion. It's really just this one zone, to be honest. Spectacular.
You can't beat the smell of fresh pine in a breeze. May your aim be true.
I fucking love this zone. Is this expansion better than MoP? It's better than every expansion that I've ever played for sure. Not even, there's no competition whatsoever for it. After, what are we, 5 weeks now? 4 weeks just finishing up. Knockahud will be practically a fixed free next week, really. Well, yeah, certainly Storming isn't really going to come into play. Or, Sanguine. The Warrior can walk? What kind of question is that? Is he crippled? Or was he in a car accident or what? Sanguine on the trash on the Drake boss isn't going to be that much fun, no? Alright, let's see what this one looks like. This key, I think, is easier than people make it sound, but... Remember when Sanguine pulls lasted an entire minute? I do, yeah, that was before Shadowlands. That was wild. Wild times there.
5.
Blizzard knew what they were doing whenever they composed the music for the zone. That's correct, yeah. Alright, here we go.
Be wary, champions. My vault is many things, but harmless is not one of them.
I just upgraded my PC from a 550 no-name graphics card. Nice, man, that's awesome. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. It's going to help you out a lot, I bet, having a better card. 15 minutes behind, oh no.
The elements answer to me.
No, Sanguine's just not fun. Like, that pull right there, this is going to be a huge problem with Sanguine, you know? For example.
The Sundered Flame have been delving into my vault. They do not understand the dangers within, nor the powers they meddle with.
There's just not a lot of space for Sanguine. Some of these pulls.
Once, my beloved Malagos gifted me with arcane seeds. I planted them here. A little garden from him. It looks as though it has grown wild over the years.
Beware.
I will need you to prune it.
This dungeon is just so relaxing. It's so weird. I've never been in a dungeon and felt so relaxed before. Just hearing the music and hearing like the really like completely non-threatening things being said about the dungeon. It's like I gotta figure out what like the name of this track is and just get a loop of it.
Beware. Beware.
I like the feeling of this dungeon a lot. Yeah, me too. Hey, chat, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? Welcome. How did that not break that one? That's a big issue.
Beware.
I think I've ever seen these guys die that slow. Usually they're dead well before the next trees come out.
The elements answer to me.
Alright, parry that. I think Halls of Infusion will be rough. Oh, that one's going to be very interesting next season, yeah. That's for sure. Not looking forward to season 2 right now. I'm just having a lot of fun with season 1. Oh wow, we missed quite a few.
Beware.
Yep. Was it the warrior who didn't even like try to move? Somebody was just like standing still next to the boss. Season 1 is great so far. Me too, I agree. Palladium Bang, welcome.
The elements answer to me.
Beware.
Alright, this guy's not doing great. I don't even know. This boss pretty much needs to be dead right now, so. He's dead.
There is no sign of the sundered flame here. This way. The location of my vault was chosen to harness and make use of this powerful
I'm having huge issues with this boss as a tank because I'm too dumb to line him up correctly. Getcha.
I am unsure of what
I'll keep practicing. I don't think it has anything to do with like intelligence quotient.
Do be on the lookout for the growth of
You're not actually limited by your intelligence. You just need practice. The difference between a master and a noob is a master has failed many more times. Exactly. That's all it is. Not really like, this isn't fucking some crazy ass. It's not really that complex of a game, you know? Nothing special here, honestly. It's just playing a video game. I like your video game. Okay. Me too. It's not mine though. This is Blizzard's one. Alright, there's that Pat. Get these alone, honestly, but let's just fucking go. Bug it. Was DK really that bad in BFA Season 4? I don't really remember it that well, but I remember a lot of people saying it was, yeah. We played it, no issues. I think its initial perception was bad, but then when every tank was able to just stack like whatever secondary stats they wanted the most, it became, like all tanks became overpowered. So by the end it just didn't really matter anymore. It's kind of like how tanks are right now, actually. If every tank is overpowered, then it doesn't matter what the best and worst one is. Siege of Borealis bolstering. I remember that. That was horrible. Horrible experience. Because all the small mobs would, every pack would be one big guy and then 4 small guys, and they'd all bolster the big guy. All I remember about Season 4 of BFA was Twilight Devastation. I don't remember deleting entire instances, that's for sure. I remember fucking Warriors getting deleted because of it, but that's about it. Charge in, Twilight Devastation, that guy's dead. Definitely a really cool looking visual though. I still have some footage of us in Season 4 that I always look back at. Charge in, double Twilight Dev, pack dead. Yeah, that's not, I don't remember that being that powerful. Outlaw Rogue with high Twilight Dev was a lot of fun, gotcha. I remember in one dungeon it was 70% of my overall. Whoa. That's pretty either lucky or you were very aggressive with your stacks. Or whatever you would say, your corruption, right? What do you skip by doing that poll? What do you mean? I have my, I did publish the routes yesterday though, if you want to see the route entirely. AITA for people for putting people on ignore whenever they say dumb things. AITA. What is that? I don't know what that. Anyway, alright, let's see what we got here. Where's that pad at? It's really far.
The elements answer to me.
Oh, am I the asshole? Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't really be putting people on ignore for nothing. Only put them on ignore if you actually need to put them on ignore. You never know when you might want to talk to them again. Or when you might run into a group with them. I have nobody on, like... Would Dragonflight become better? No, you could stop bringing it to Zoth, I think. It's getting tiring. One thing I really like about the expansion is how much of my damage actually comes from my buttons now, as opposed to what. As cool as Twilight Dev was, I get you, yeah. I see you're talking about it's a really long time ago, I see. Yeah, that hasn't been the case for a long time. Question about rotation, when do you press Death's Caress or what it's called? Yeah, I don't really use it very well. You're talking to the wrong guy, unfortunately. Death's Caress, I think you're supposed to use whenever you don't need like a lot of rune. I don't really know, to be honest. I'm basically just playing it like that never happened. Every once in a while I realize that I don't need to use Mirror Rend to recap Bone Shield and I'll do it, but it takes a lot of conscious effort and that's not my strong point while I'm streaming and doing hard content. Death's Crest is very nice to refresh your Bone Shield duration. Yeah, the times when you don't need an actual stack, but just a refresh, I guess, is when you would use it. It's hard for me to differentiate those two situations, so I don't really put much effort into doing so. Hasn't felt like it's hurt me, but maybe it has. Who knows? Never been like good at identifying like the cascade of mistakes that lead to a mistake, ultimately that leads to a death. But they're out there. Blood DK is famous for it, I suppose.
The elements answer to me.
The dancing rope would be better if it was a 1-minute CD, but 50% less duration. I don't know. Not sure, sorry. Okay, boss time. Let's see how it goes. This one's been a bit famous for killing people. I got hit by that, but he did not die to it. That's good at least. completely whiffed on that interrupt. That was like 2 seconds late. And the guy who's now been hit by 2 avoidable mechanics finally dies to the 3rd.
The elements answer to me!
No, this really took us a while to get these all killed. Man, everybody split up, I guess, for a little bit there. Like right there, the bone shield was at 10. It didn't even go down a single. Didn't even go down to 9, so you can use Death Press in that situation. Obviously, pretty obvious to use it there. I like the long duration of Dancing Rune Weapon. Yeah, it's actually quite nice to have this talent back, because this is kind of how Blood DK was in Legion, where they had Dancing Rune Weapon was like a major CD, and they nerfed the fuck out of it in BFA, but phase similar to Upper Karamadiv, need to mark one and tunnel it. Yeah, I think you're right. Hard because everybody has to be together for that to happen though. I guess you can put a marker down before they spawn though. That would actually be a good idea. That's what people even did in Karazhan actually, yeah. Oh, there was stuff on the ground there. This is really not a hard boss. Strange how. It's just a long fight, I guess, too. Is Elemental Lariat worth crafting? Yes. DPS is a bit low for an 18, yeah. It's gonna be really low now.
The elements answer to me! Take care of them! Slash you!
New crafting scares me. I'm not entirely sure how it works, so really. Nothing to be scared of. If you have any questions, let me know, but by now I'm sure all the info's out there. Okay, we're gonna have to stay together here if we want to do this. The elements still answer to Razagath. Apparently she's dead. Why continue? Clearly a wipe. Why not? How is it clearly a wipe? The healer and the tank are alive. The way consumables work is silly, IMO. There shouldn't be tiers. Oh, you don't think so? I quite like that. That's like probably one of my favorite features of the profession situation. Because it allows you to use the flask that you want without having to spend like a ton of money on it being perfect. Like this is exactly how I used to play. I used to just use like the shittiest, like the stamina flask, because it was half the price of the strength flask. And I never really felt like it was that bad. So now if I wasn't using this trinket, I could definitely see myself just using rank 2 of the flask instead of rank 3, and it'd be just as good really. I did 18 Algathar as Affliction. Mainly for the tree. I did 32k DPS on all the other bosses and 230k in the tree. There was a Christmas miracle yesterday. I was able to complete a public order. Wow, nice. For absolute min-maxing, it's a bit frustrating. Yeah. I guess you'd think like the relative price of things is higher than it would have been. I don't know if I agree with that. I think the rank 3s are just what all flasks used to cost. I guess the problem is they last only 30 minutes, so yeah, I don't know. I don't really like the file system, I guess, at the end of the day. It's not really the professions that bother me. It's the way the files work. I feel like Prideful wasn't as hard as DK than other tanks. Good shit. I don't know what it's like on your server, but public orders just don't exist on mine. Yeah, same. Yeah. My Christmas miracle, I put a public order in for the sustain and got it rank 5. Wow, that's lucky. That is pretty good, actually. Somebody must be a serious crafter. Warrior is a famous League of Legends player. Is he? Not very good at WoW, so I guess he's alright. That's really the other guys who had trouble.
So much for your takeover.
Okay, I'm gonna try to push through and get one more in. In case you guys aren't able to tell, I'm quite sick. But I did want to get a little bit of a run today to try to feel a little bit better for tomorrow, because tomorrow we're hitting it hard no matter what. How much commission should one offer to craft a basic lariat? I don't know. I'm not going to be offering commission. Hey, nice to see you live. My friend who's coming back to the game wants to play Death Knight, and I said, look no further than this man. My name is Metro. You can call me that, by the way, if you want. Okay, that was what, 18? Expand. Hey, Jose, what's up, buddy? Ruby Life Pools is the pug killer for sure. 19 brick to 15. Oh yeah, that's 19. Holy fuck. I really like to hear your gameplay while I'm grinding something. Why do you prefer Bloody K over Prot Warrior? Because they have Death Strike, yeah. Really no, like every single possible reason is the answer. There's not a single thing I prefer about Prot Warrior. Size, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? Welcome. Other than charge, I guess. I quite like the spell charge. If you go engineering, you could have charge on a Death Knight. Gotcha. I don't even know how I do some dungeons without Death Grip. Yeah, that's the thing. It's hard to even imagine it, honestly. Actually, I already have Court 18. Jade Temple 18 should be fine. They have a Warlock too, so that's good. Engineering got a lot of fun stuff this expansion. One of the Hunter Scopes procs from jumping. Oh wow, that's cool. Or High Mountain Torn gives you Bull Rush charge, kind of like. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say that's similar, but that's a cool spell too, I agree. Let's see how this goes. This might be the last one, unfortunately. Alright, see you, man. We'll see you tomorrow. Push week coming up. Broncos fired their coach. Oh yeah, let's see the college basketball poll. Let's see. Rankings. Duke all the way down to 17. Virginia down to 13. ACC's fucked. That's not a good start for them, unfortunately. North Carolina back in the top 25. Who'd they even beat?
can't remember. Oh yeah, they beat Ohio State and then Michigan. Hi, I'm a Final Fantasy 14 refugee, and I was recommended to play tank to learn Mythic Plus since tanks are forced to understand what is happening on a deeper level than DPS. Is Blood a good choice to learn the game with? Blood is difficult to play, so I don't know what Final Fantasy 14 offers if it had difficult class stuff, but Blood's probably one of the hardest things you can play in this expansion. Or in any expansion, really, but... I think Blood DK damage is low? I think so, yeah, it's kind of low. But I don't really care. What's concerning Blood since its survival is more in its own hands? I heard there was a thing like that in Final Fantasy as well. Dark Knight or something like that, right? Like Gafgarian's class from Final Fantasy Tactics, probably. So yeah, I guess it's somewhat similar to that. I don't know if what you played, I never played it, but... Never played that game, but... People tell me it's very similar. Bear is the simple man's tank? Yeah, I might be better off with a different tank, yeah. Did you ever figure out that monk? What monk? Oh, that guy, no, I didn't watch that video, sorry. I've been really sick, man. I've been barely able to even stay asleep. Or stay awake. I will try Blood DK because I'm a gamer. Smart.
Marked by lightning.
Dark Knight is a lot like Blood aesthetically, but in terms of self-sufficiency, Warrior is the self-heal monster. Oh, really? I guess we just need a tank like right here, yeah. Not sure how come Unholy and Frost always suck in Mythic Plus, not sure. They just don't have a kit that is built for Mythic Plus, I think, at the end of the day. There's a class in Final Fantasy 14 called Dark Knight. Does it have bat ears? Oh, Dark Knight. Yeah, that was Gafgarian's class in Final Fantasy Tactics, so I'll always remember that. Or however you pronounce that dude's name, I don't even know. One of its armors does look like Batman, oh yeah.
The elements answer to me.
Sounds awesome. I tried out Final Fantasy 14 once a few months ago, and the GCD made me feel weird. Oh yeah, I never even tried it myself. Why, the GCD is longer or something? I don't know, DK DPS is in best Mythic Plus state version with Blinding Sleet and Talent options. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, how's those buffs to Unholy? Final Fantasy 14 has a 2.5 second GCD. What the fuck? Oh, I see. There's things that are on the GCD and things that aren't. I get it. I haven't played in a while, but I think the GCD is 2.5 seconds, but reduced by stats. Gotcha. That makes sense.
Marked by lightning.
GCD is 1 second normally. I think that's 1. Yeah, I don't know. 1.5 maybe? I don't really know. Hard to tell. I don't really ever pay attention. Whatever it is, I'm used to it by now. You don't really need to have mana for this fight, to be honest. It's 1.5, and I think Rogue is shorter, isn't it? That used to be a thing, right? I believe DK has 1 second GCD. Really, DK? I don't know about that. Rogue and Feral Druid. Oh, okay. That's still a thing too, huh? That's interesting. Do I have to have a good understanding of kiting and movement to learn tank? No, there's no kiting anymore. Yeah, kiting definitely not fun, I agree. I don't think DK still gets lower GCDs. Yeah, I'm not sure to be honest. Never heard of that myself. You can just stand and wash away. Oh, I AMS'd it, so I reduced the whole hit of it and just walked through it, yeah.
Marked by lightning.
Death Knight has a 300k absorbed magic shield on a small CD, so it's easy enough. Lots of deaths on this fight today. Arms. I guess I am AMS, Icebound, Death Advance. You can stand in a mouth of a volcano. Yeah, for real. That's kind of crazy how many people die in this fight. I really don't get it. Hey, thanks for your Mythic Plus guide. I finally timed Knockahut and Vault. Sweet man. If you have any questions, let me know. Can that water be spell reflected? I don't think so. Usually can't spell reflect something like that, but maybe. You can spell reflect it, really? It does little damage though, gotcha. Oh, the Hydra Lance. I think he's talking about the water coming up from the ground, right?
In the rafters, my sacred library has become possessed by the Shah.
I would be scared to try it all the time, yeah. There's so many things I'd want to try and be like, yeah, well, you gotta get hit by them to see, so. The boss is why you have an interrupt tracker, watching the cast slowly tick down. Yes, exactly. That's so frustrating to watch, right? Yeah, I don't think it. You think you can only spell reflect targeted spells, yeah. Is tank balance in Mythic Plus usually good enough to have at least 3 strong choices for the higher keys? I think in like mathematical order it is, yeah, but the community doesn't like that. They don't really support that. But on Blizzard's end, it's usually very, very good. This part is hard for me with the little shaws here. Oh yeah. They explode, right?
See how they pour from every letter of these sacred scrolls.
The elements answer to me.
Yeah, exactly. That is every game, you're right. I just don't want to. I just don't find Warrior and Paladin very fun. Getcha. Yeah, well. Warrior is looking like the pick right now, but Blood DK is very, very powerful too, and seems like all the tanks are pretty good. Final Fantasy 14, DRK does 5% more damage than the other tanks, and that alone is enough to make it absolutely meta. Getcha. It's better in Pugs, Blood DK or Prot Warrior. I mean, my personal opinion is that Blood DK is the best Pug tank, but I don't know. I've not played Prot Warrior really. I only started to play my Warrior as Prot because I didn't get invited to any group, so yeah. Oh, you mean as a DPS Warrior? Yeah, definitely think about playing Prot Warrior instead. There's going to be a lot easier invites. You stack Dirks in optimization because it puts more damage into people's raid buffs. I see. Am I dead at fall damage there? Proc can spike more, so not pug friendly if you wanted one or the other. Gotcha. Spike what, like volleyball?
It is not yet over. From what I see, we face the trial of the young Ghoul. Let me shed some light. As the tale goes, the young Ghoul was traveling across the Kunlai Plains.
Hey Jacobs, what's up buddy? Merry Christmas, hope you enjoyed the holidays. You too, man. Hope you had a good one.
For the ancients.
The young Ghoul attacked the beast with courage.
The elements answer to me.
I think the only pug unfriendly tank is Brew, but that's just a guess since they seem to need more healing. Yeah, I don't know. Size asked about this before, but some video on YouTube, this guy's doing like 90k HPS and shit. Like I'm not really sure where that's coming from. I don't know anything about the spec myself, so I don't know, but I was shocked to see those numbers. Cause that's like he's healing more than I would on Death Knight. It's kind of weird. The dude's probably like super geared though. I don't know. Brew HPS is coming from other healers too. Oh yeah, that's true, right? Celestial Fortune counts on their chart for whatever reason. My Vamp Blood doesn't though. It's like pure magic damage this fight, yeah. He's doing as much as I do at busting sores. Oh, DPS wise, that's even crazier, yeah. Do you notice as a tank if you have skilled DPS who use his utility correctly? Oh, I definitely notice it. It's very noticeable, yeah. It's like the most noticeable thing is when a DPS actually does something that I want to see them do instead of what they want to do, you know? Oh, we have a nice big blood shield for someday. I guess Grievous is getting absorbed by the blood shield because the shield is going down. His health bar was 100%, like 100% to 1%. Oh, really? Yeah, a lot of people seem to have watched that video. I don't. A lot of people asked me about that video. I didn't really watch it. What is the ideal usage of an AoE stun from DPS? I played Warlock as first class and I tried to use Shadow Fury a lot, but I don't know what spots are better than others. Yeah, you just want to use it to try to disrupt dangerous mobs. Like, if the pack has lots of interrupts that are needed, then use it there, and if not, you can just use it to just stop melees. I heard that you should max one of the boss's stacks to stop the rot damage. I think it's the other way around, yeah. I'm pretty sure if they get to max stacks, then they stay at max stacks for the duration of their immunity, in terms of like the damage they do. I don't really know though. It's been a long time since I really cared about that fight, honestly. Next week, use Shadow Fury right before a bunch of mobs die. Oh, yeah, you're joking, yeah. How we reset the ticking dot from those two bosses? I don't know, to be honest, sorry. I love playing Blood DK, and I agree it might be the best pug tank, or maybe Prop Alley. Been playing the past few days, and you can really help the group out. Yeah, Prop Alley has a lot too, yeah. Second boss in Temple stops damage if you push it to 10. Oh, it stops damage, does it? Okay. So it is a good idea to push it to 10 then. I thought it would save the, like, I thought, you know, whatever the 9 stacks would be just on him while he's immune. You get it to 10, then boss gets immune and doesn't do damage. Okay. That's definitely not what you want to do regardless, but I guess if you're having trouble healing it, that's one option, yeah. Why is the music so intense? Not sure. It's just the music that's playing in the game, I don't know.
Marked by lightning.
Pandas be intense, yeah. Pop music is definitely interesting. So like there, you use Shadow Fury to stop an interrupt, but we didn't even need that as everybody has their interrupt up. Their bosses, if you're not aware, is farming warriors and bears. It's all magic, right? Yeah, a lot of magic in here. This fight, this last fight though, is actually really easy. You just need a second magic dispel. So yeah, Warlock is the big one. I'm surprised they didn't add another magic dispel in one of the talents somewhere. Did you know you can't run in a circus? You can only ran because it's past tense. That's good, actually. Good one.
The heart of the great serpent will not fall into your hands.
You have to be Affliction Warlock? What? Okay, I'm probably gonna have to really focus on this fight because I'm really, really bad at this fight. Thank you for Shadow Fury Wisdom. I notice I am the only DPS player at early keys using utility. Yeah, a lot of people don't even try. Big concern with the game at times. Gonna get a weapon tomorrow? Maybe.
Marked by lightning.
I'm gonna die here. You have concentrated primal infusion, yes. God, that does a lot of fucking damage. Purgatory. This phase is slow as shit. Like, what the fuck?
The Jade Serpent must be reborn.
On longer Tyrannical fights, you end up taking Serpent Strike raw. Yeah, you're gonna just have to eat it, yeah. Dorleaf, what's up, buddy? Welcome.
The elements answer to me.
No DPS doing 30k. What do you mean? Hey Metro, do you like fireworks? I don't know. Not really, I guess. Never thought of it, why?
Down, priestess. The haze has been lifted from my eyes. Forgive me.
Warlock is not that good, yeah, shit. He doesn't need to be, all he needs to do is be here for dispelling the last boss and we're good.
The elements answer to me.
Yeah, Dark Souls music, it's kind of what it feels like. Do you think that mage would have too much utility if they were given mass invis? I don't know. Don't think that's on the table, but I do think another class needs. I think it should be given to Feral Druid, though. That would solve a lot of problems, I think. The way the game's just working out. Didn't cast. Do you think they'll bring back a Shadowlands Season 2? Nah, I don't think so. I think they've already pretty much said they won't. You'll see if Warlock has Imp out or not. Oh, if he doesn't. I mean, that would be ridiculous. I assume he does, because something weird's going on with the interrupt thing. He's swapped to Destro, so he's a psychopath if he doesn't get Imp out for the boss. So yeah, okay. Swap to Destro, that's interesting. Shadowlands before Atal, Dazor, and Motherlode. Yeah, I don't think they would do Shadowlands one or the other at this point, but... I don't actually have Purgatory. Hopefully we won't need it. Emo can't have Imp, it turns out like half your buttons. Well, that's fine. Whatever he's got to do to have it, we'll need it. I'd like to see Underrot. Oh yeah. Motherlode would be my favorite for sure. I bet Freehold makes a comeback. I think Freehold could definitely, because they're looking for like easy wins right now. It feels like everybody liked Freehold. Give me some classic Mythic Plus. Don't think that'll ever happen. I actually hope that won't ever happen because that is going to be a really imbalanced season if that ever did happen. Casual 105k HPS. Last week we saw like 150k on that pack. Give me some King's Rest. Oh, hopefully not King's Rest, yeah. No thanks to Underrot. The dungeon was all about dispels, was it? No wipe equals time. Yep, that's true statement there. Let's see how it goes. Cop's still farming that Mount Salute. Mount Salute, what does that mean? Oh, King's Rest, you mean? Yeah, we use slap hands for the next one, I guess. I was gonna pop it there, but then lusted, so I didn't need it. The music / SFX for this boss is unsettling, yeah. I walked around Theater of Pain in Season 2, but with the removal of the first boss. They walked about Theater of Pain in Season 2. Talked about, I guess. Did they? I don't think they did. But I didn't watch all the interviews. Having a Shadowlands dungeon, that would be really surprising to me. Didn't they literally say they won't be doing anything from the... Yeah, at one point, but that was like a while ago. That was before Season 4 of Shadowlands was even out, so... Yeah, I'm surprised there hasn't been BFA stuff, personally. Well, yeah, they did the super or the mega dungeons, whatever. Imagine Spires in Dragonflight Season 2. I like Spires a lot. Bring back Toldagor. I miss mob pulling from the floor below. Yeah, that's the one that I'll still hate no matter what. I think, unless they maybe give it the Grim Round treatment. Shrine of the Storm would be interesting. I'd actually like to see Shrine now because there's a lot easier, like a lot more access to interrupts than there used to be. This is so bad when you do that shit though, man. Hiding in the wrong direction over there. Did the boss heal? 24%. Real talk though, I would love to see Freehold back. I agree, Freehold was good. Are we like not gonna upgrade this just because the boss is taking too long? We got another phase here, don't we? Pretty sure we got another phase. I'm not a fan of Spires, but I have a 3.5 hour long Spires on my record. What the hell? Devos was like one of the easiest bosses ever too. People just struggle with it. Never really understood that. 7 seconds before I cast it, so I guess we're good. Yes, we do upgrade. Barely. You just started casting it. Sweet guys, well that was a good key. Oh, we're still not at 23 or 24. Damn, I was really hoping to get 24 with that. If I can get some fucking loot too, that'd be nice. I can't believe I've gotten so little loot. I miss Streets? Yeah, Streets was a good one. Real is one of the best Mythic Plus dungeons they have made. Oh yeah, I don't think it's as good as people seem to think it is, but it's a good dungeon to bring back for sure. The thing I always hated about it was how the like route slightly changed, like the week alternating week thing about the pirates. I never liked that at all. But if it wasn't for that, it would be a good one. Motherlode's my favorite BFA dungeon. Motherlode and Underrot definitely my favorite too. problem with Freehold is that it's in BFA. Why is that a problem? Okay, it was a hunter, warlock, and warrior. Alright guys, well I have done as much as I could today. I think I barely made it through that one, so I'm gonna have to get off and get some sleep, man. So thank you for coming and hanging out, and all the generosity and charity the last few days, guys. It's been really needed, honestly. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully feeling a lot better, and we're gonna hit tomorrow hard and this week in general hard. So hope to see you guys in season or in week 3, and we get some nice push week coming up. So thank you guys for hanging out, man. We'll see you guys soon.